So Prey is a prequel to the original Predators film. Well, you would say that it's a prequel to all the Predators films that ever came out. And it's a film I was very conservative about, but also excited because, as history has told us, sequels and prequels are something you should not look forward to. To be honest, I'm glad I was proved wrong because this film was great in its own way. It didn't force anything upon us. At first, when I was reading reviews online, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, this is a film which a lot of people should not watch because it's force feeding feminism down your throat. It's a woman who defeats a predator." Not really. It's a film which takes place in the 1700s, and it's about a character called Naru, who's played by Amber Midthunder, and she is basically part of the Comanche. Yeah, the Comanche tribe, and she's just trying to prove her worth as a hunter instead of just being a tracker, which she's really good at as well. It's just, if anything, it's trying to use the historical aspect of what it's like to be a part of a Native American tribe and trying to hunt in the wild and just trying to live, and that's exactly what it is. It's something which is not, it's not political, it's historical. And I appreciate that. A film which has a lot of character development over the course of the first half an hour, 45 minutes. And it's just her just trying to find a way to prove her worth to the tribe, get her first kill, and in this case, trying to become a warrior chief. And once you do that, you can actually have a brand on yourself. One thing which a lot of people, I don't think they realize, is that the Predator in this film particularly is a ruthless killer. There is no morals, there is no respect. It's an apex predator trying to find its way to kill everything that's in its way that can actually, well, somehow throw him off the top of the food chain. He kills a wolf by gutting it open. He sheds a snake by ripping the skin off it, and he kills a lot of French revolutionists. And Naru, he doesn't even think of as a threat and think of it as a non-threat. He considers a snake more lethal and dangerous than Naru herself, and that's like, whoa, okay. She picks up on a lot of things that she learned, in the wild, trying to figure out how to create new weapons. And she has like a tomahawk which she uses as a just as a normal weapon, but then she ties a rope around it and uses it as a throwing tomahawk that she can retract back as well. And it's great to see that she is learning and adapting to her skill sets. Of course, a lot of people would be very very skeptical looking at this film because I know the original Predator film was all about literally guns, muscles, and testosterone. That's all the original Predator film was all about. You see Arnold Schwarzenegger screaming and shouting and just shooting, bullets and grenades and, just the explosives all over the place. And don't get me wrong, that's what makes it a typical 80s sci-fi action film. That's what we known to love. But this film takes its time. It slowly builds up this, the character development. The cinematography is gorgeous. You have to watch the film with headphones on, because if you don't, you're gonna miss the intricate sounds of the ambience of the scenery, the way the predator kills people, and the sound effects that you hear as people are getting thrown left, right, and center, and blood-curdling screams. I sound very sadistic when I think about what I'm trying to say right now. So if you haven't seen this film, I highly recommend you watch it. If you have seen it, let me know what you think. It's its own film in its own right. It kind of takes inspiration from what the original Predator films were about, and that's why I highly recommend watching Prey. So let me know what you think. If you haven't watched it, watch it. If you have watched it, let me know what you think.